Have you questioned to yourself that why so many people hate their jobs? There was once a time when work was seen primarily as survival. People worked to provide food, shelter, and stability. The relationship between effort and reward felt clearer, more direct, more understandable. Today, something feels different. Millions of people wake up exhausted before the day even begins. They count the hours until work ends, live for weekends, and quietly fantasize about escaping their jobs entirely. And this feeling has become so common that many people now see it as normal. But perhaps the deeper question is this: why do so many modern jobs feel emotionally empty? The answer is not simply laziness, nor is it that people suddenly became weak. The problem is deeper than motivation. Modern work increasingly disconnects human beings from meaning. Many people spend most of their lives performing tasks that feel psychologically distant from real human fulfillment. Endless emails, meetings without purpose, repetitive routines, constant productivity metrics. People often work harder than ever while feeling less connected to the value of what they are doing. And when effort loses meaning, exhaustion becomes emotional rather than physical. Modern jobs also demand something previous generations experienced less intensely: constant mental availability. Work no longer stays at work. Notifications follow people home, emails interrupt evenings, productivity becomes an identity rather than a schedule. The boundary between personal life and professional life slowly disappears, and eventually, many people stop feeling like human beings who work. They begin feeling like workers who occasionally try to live. At the same time, modern culture encourages people to tie self-worth directly to career success. Job titles become identity, income becomes status, productivity becomes morality. People feel guilty for resting, guilty for slowing down, guilty for not constantly optimizing themselves, and this creates a dangerous psychological trap. Because if your worth depends entirely on achievement, peace becomes impossible. There is always another promotion, another goal, another expectation. The chase never truly ends. Technology intensifies this even further. Modern systems reward speed, efficiency, and constant performance. Human beings are increasingly treated like measurable outputs rather than emotional individuals. And over time, many people begin feeling replaceable, disconnected, emotionally numb. Perhaps this is why burnout feels so widespread today. People are not only tired from working, they are tired from existing inside systems that constantly demand energy while giving very little meaning in return. And yet, despite this exhaustion, many people feel trapped. Because survival still depends on participation. Bills continue, rent continues, economic pressure continues. So people remain inside jobs that drain them psychologically because leaving feels financially dangerous. This creates one of the defining emotional experiences of modern life: working constantly while feeling disconnected from the purpose of the work itself. But perhaps the real tragedy is not hard work. Human beings have always worked hard. The tragedy is meaningless work. Work without connection, without creativity, without autonomy, without emotional fulfillment. This does not mean every person must follow their passion, but human beings still need meaning. Even in ordinary life, people need to feel that their time matters, that their existence is more than productivity metrics and deadlines. And perhaps that is the quiet truth modern society rarely acknowledges. People are not only searching for money, they are searching for meaning, powerful enough to justify the sacrifice of their lives. Because every hour spent working is still a piece of life being exchanged. And when people no longer understand what they are truly living for, even success begins feeling empty.